For heart and soul of Yan He, I feel like most of the hospitals in Thailand, they only treat patients with disease and symptoms, but they don't treat mentally. So I feel like most patients come to the hospital, some of them, they are mentally ill, like they're unhappy. For people that not beauty, like they have wrinkled face, they have big nose, they have all small nose, they're not happy with what they look. So when they come to the hospital, they have to look for some place to change their outlook, to make them more secure, more happy. So in that time, we don't have such hospital. So I feel like if we have hospital that can make people more beautiful, then we can make them more happy.
Dr. Supot, how important is leadership to you? What's your criteria for choosing one doctor over another, nursing staff? How do you make those choices?
To choosing the doctor first, we need to look that if the doctor have holistic mind and they have specialists from education. So we choose specialists with holistic mind to be our doctor in the hospital. And for nurses, we have to choose a nurse that have service mind and willing to care for patients.
And so that is important in the initial interview.
Yeah, that's important to start. Like if you have specialists, then you can give good treatment for patients.
We've been here for 2.5 years, Dr. Supot, working in Thailand, and we're very interested in why Yani has chosen to bring in Filipino nurses and staff, knowing the Thai culture and how close they are. We're very interested in what made you make that decision to go against Thai culture and bring in foreigners to work within your hospital.
The influence is when I want to treat patients internationally, so we have barrier of English language. So I have to have open-minded to bring Filipinos to come here because they can communicate, they can speak English really well, and they can communicate with patients because all the international patients come to Thailand. We like to let them know, we like to give them knowledge, what we're gonna do, what kind of treatment we're gonna give them, what kind of surgery, and how long they will stay in the hospital. So they need to know all the information before they come here for treatment. That's why I think that if we have English language barrier, so I have to look for someone else that can be able to help us communicate. And Philippine nurses, they are qualified. They can speak English very well, and then they have high education in nurses. So that's why I brought them here.
And you must have had some experience with the Philippines itself to bring Filipino nurses across. Have you lived in the Philippines?
Yeah, I used to go to medical school in Philippines, and I know Philippines culture and know their capability in English speaking.
There is a strong influence against the East in the West, and so looking at Yani Hospital, we see it as a vehicle that maybe we can use to also build a bridge between the East and West from your point of view, with the influence that very often is negative in the media when you travel through the West. How do you look at that? What is your feelings and thoughts when you see that as you travel internationally between all the Western countries?
I think that's natural for Western country. We look at Eastern or Asia, like different culture and different education and different experience. But from what we do, it may take time, slowly build up, because we try to go into international standard. So from what we do, we brought all the standard procedure into our hospital. When Western patients come here, they will get new experience, new knowledge, and then they will go back and tell their people that, okay, there are no difference between Yanhi Hospital and the hospital in United States or in Western.
And I'd like to finish with the ability to see past many areas in a culture and build long-term sustainable systems within a hospital. I have to commend you and thank you. Thank you for the privilege of Bodyline joining with you to work with you in international patient care. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we can make a good team.
Yes.